Good morning, everybody. Let- Let's see what's going on today. All right, we're getting a little bit red futures. See what's going on. So we have the ES right now. Looking at it, pre-market, we're coming down a little bit. So the support here right now is one big support is 41.9107, and yesterday was very interesting when market dropped. It came down there exactly to the penny, almost 41.91, and then it pulled back up. So right now again that's a big support you want to watch. If it doesn't hold there, we can go back to 41.59 if it goes. But keep in mind we're in bull market, so a lot of times that's as I mentioned many times in bull market. Um, Market can open red, can open weak, and then at the open it can jump up and go higher and reverse in the bear market. So anyhow, pre-market right now, 15 and 30 and 1 hour is downward. 4 hour is curving down more. It's still very bullish on daily and weekly. So what we want to see is if you see 15 and 30 give the golden cross, then we can run up higher. And the next target is 42.18. High of last night was, what was high of last night was 42.22. That was the high of last night, so we'll see if we get there. So just pay attention to the 15 and 30. If we get a golden cross there, we can run up higher. If they continue staying down, we can break and go lower, and it's up to news. And tomorrow is FOMC. It's a huge day. NQ pre-market, same thing, 5, 15, 30, 1 hour is downward. Again, at open, if we get a jump, and then 15 and 30, first 5 needs to golden cross, and then it follows by 15 and 30 MACD golden cross, then we can run up to the higher level again. 4 hour in general, 4 hour and 1 hour general is down, still bullish on daily and weekly. TNX, let me actually look at Dow Jones too. Dow Jones still weekly is downward. Weekly still bearish on weekly and daily Dow Jones. Dow Jones just lagging behind big time. RUT, the weekly is coming up. Actually, this is something interesting. So when the big market cap names start going up, and what's gonna happen is eventually after that, the small caps gonna catch up. Small caps went down big time because of the banks, small banks failures, and then right now, a lot of big giant caps went up. So it could possibly after that the next cycle is a small caps. That's why RUT was more greener yesterday, and beta names start rising up. So anyhow, pre-market RUT, just pay attention to it. If you get a weekly MACD golden cross there, it's gonna be a lot of squeezes and small caps, and they can move easy 10%, 20% in days. TNX, let's see, TNX getting more bullish. It's above 37.44 level finally, and the weekly is getting a golden cross there. So the more it goes up, not good, and inflation, not a good sign for inflation, and not a good sign, for cutting rate, and definitely more raise. DXY rising up. 103, that's been a big resistance so far last few days. Breaks 103.676, that's a key level, and breaks that, it can run up higher, and if it runs up higher, it can pull back ticks. Keep that in mind. VIX 3% higher. Pre-market 5 is dead cross already, but 15:30 1 hour and 4 hour are bullish, and that's interesting. We got yellow bar again. It happened many times in the last few weeks, but again today we got yellow bar on the weekly and daily. So if it does break 1812, that's what you want to watch. You want to watch 1812. If it breaks 1812, can run up higher. But just pay attention. Last few weeks, it was a big resistance level. Every time it went to 1812 was a buy point, and it put buy point for equities, and it pulled back hard. So 1812 is a key level to watch there. If it goes there and runs up higher, we can go 1865, 1951, 2037 and higher. But if it goes there and pulls back, we get a 1530 MACD dead cross, then boom, again another uprise. What else we got here? BTC is green today. Maybe they're doing some celebration for yesterday's Pi Day, the pizza 10,000 Bitcoin. So a little bit opening green, so we'll see how the market react. But pre-market right now 5:15:30 is downward. Apple, first name to go over as always. 5:15:30 1 hour, everything is downward. 4 hour pressuring down. Keep that in mind. Even though yesterday like market opened weak and then went higher, but in general right now 4 hours are down. A lot of names 4 hour are already dead cross and downward. What you want to pay attention is you want to pay attention to the hourly MACD. So I will go over examples. Anyhow, let's go fast. Pre-market right now, this one is down. So if again, same strategy. If at open you see 5, 15, and 30 MACD gold, you see a jump at open, and right away 5, 15, 30 gives a golden cross, then that's a nice jumper and it's gonna continue higher. If it continues higher, breaks 173, can go 175. Goes below 172, 171, 171.47. Amazon. Pre-market downward too. 5 is down. 15:30 30 is about to dead cross. Yesterday was a very weak name. 1 hour is downward. 4 hour we are starting getting a dark red, starting getting a red bar. So the pressure for sure is down. Even though if it jumps today, we need to see a 1 hour MACD golden cross to get validated. Otherwise, it can jump temporarily and go down again. What to watch is 114.79 breaks, can go higher to 116. Yesterday the resistance was 115.59, so that's a key level to get, and breaks and go to 116. Otherwise it can touch it and pull back again, and if it continues falling at open, 112.97 and 111.85 is the next levels to watch. Nvidia, sorry about that. Nvidia pre-market was weak, but it got some jump at 8 o'clock. I'm not sure if I missed any news. So pre-market right now, 5 is dead crossing, 15 and 30 is still upward, and 1 hour is curving up, and 4 hours downward. So there's mixed signal. What you want to watch is 311 and 314. If it jumps at open, breaks 314, can go to 316, 2320, and 318.28 and 320, the next levels. But if it does break below 311 at the open, it can retest 309, and if it goes lower, 308, 306, 305. As I said, Nvidia in general is a hot name and is upward. So, but nothing goes up like this. It can go up like that, like that, like that. So that's probably the scenario for Nvidia, until we get the weekly dead cross. Baba in general right now is downward. 5 is down, 15 flat, 30 and 1 hour is downward. It had a nice jump yesterday, gap up yesterday and run up at open, but doubt it does that today. But we'll see. If it goes lower, we're looking at 83.43 next support. If it breaks that, we can go back to 81.79. But if 30 MACD golden cross at open and breaks 85.76, next target are 87.59 and 90.56. Bidu, pre-market is downward again. 15.30 is downward, so 123 level. Below 123, if it breaks it, we're looking at 122, 120, 119. Direction is too much down. I doubt this one jumps up. Netflix is losing almost not all. It hasn't lost half of it yet, but it's getting close to it. 362 is a key level actually. If it does, I mean, it's already below it, and then 360 is the next mental level. If it can hold 360 today, we're looking at going back to 357 and 354. 4 hour, everything is downward, so pay attention at open. If you see a 5 MACD, 5, 15, 30 odd golden cross breaks 362, there is a possibility we go back to 364, 367. But if it breaks 360 mental level, we can go down to 357, 354. But it's just sometimes something jumps up crazy, and then it pulls back and gives everything away. Same like ENPH, I'm sorry, FSLR. FSLR was crazy that time. If you watch that live that day, I was bullish on it pre-market, and boom, open and went much higher. And look what happened afterward. It just came straight down, and right now it is still continuing going lower. Anyhow, Netflix. So Netflix, I went over it. Meta was very interesting yesterday. It had fine. It was bad news, but then they didn't care. They just bought it up from the open, and it was bearish pre-market, and it was pointing down a little bit. But then I'm sorry about that. No, it was actually a little bit bullish, but then as soon as before market open, it got bullish a little bit. Then it jumped open and boom, jumped up. So anyhow, pre-market right now 5, 15, 30, 1 hour, everything is downward unless something changes in the next 30 minutes. It's already below the 247.65 level. That's a major level to watch. If goes below 246, 245, and 244.22 continue, 244 can come. Pre-market everything is downward and it's still bullish on daily and weekly, but we'll see. If it breaks above 247 and 1530 gives a golden cross at open, pass the next target are 249, 251, 253, which is very, very less chance. There is a lot of less chance today that we get jumps today. So well, we'll see today what happened. Um, Tesla pre-market came back to 186 level. Just always keep in mind if something runs for like 2 days. I mean, we are not still in the fully bull market. We are in the bull market, but not fully bull market. So if you pay attention, last few months we had a lot of times names that had 1 day run, next day failed, and right now we're shifting to 2 day run. A lot of names doing 2 day, some names doing third day run, and they fail and then they go up again. So right now Tesla did a 2 day run, which didn't do long time, and but to be honest, this one actually did a 4 day run. That's even more crazier. So you can see here 4 day run, but the last 2 days was even crazier run up, and so anyhow, pre-market right now 5, 15, 30, 1 hour is downward. So 186 is a support. If it goes below 180, if it opens below 186.91 and gets a sell-off at open, 184, 183 next support, which is doubtful, but maybe 185 gets to support their mental level. But if you see a drop and then jump up and then 5 minutes gives a golden cross, and it comes back above 186.91, it can maybe run up higher. But in general right now 30 and 1 hour is pressuring down, and the 4 hour statistic fast is downward. So be careful on Tesla today, especially. Microsoft is very interesting today because you got to upgrade to 350. Let me tell you about Jefferies is one of the top ratings agencies that I at least believe in them. Last like 10, 15 years I'm trading, whenever they had upgrade, it had the best effect. So you want to always pay attention to Jeffrey's upgrades or downgrades. So today it upgrades it to 350. So there is a possibility that Microsoft opens whatever it opens, it gets a fast jump up. So keep an eye on Microsoft. If it does break, you can see actually here it made a new high. So people did believe it pre-market, but market right now is weak. So we're looking at 322. That's a key level. If it breaks that one, and then 322.59 is the high of this year, and 323.29 is the high pre-market. Breaks those level, we're looking at 324 next, 326, and next long-term targets are 331, 348. I believe that's the all-time high. So yeah, 348, and I'm not saying it's coming today, but pay attention always when Jeffries upgrade. So right now it's holding 320. Definitely keep an eye on Microsoft. Can emphasize more. Google, same thing. They got Jeffries upgrade to 150. So yesterday it opened, boom, jumped to almost 127 level. So same thing. You want to pay attention which name at open 5 and 15 right away golden crosses. Whatever golden crosses right away, it can continue jump for like maybe 30 minutes, or maybe like Tesla goes for few hours. So for Google, 125 and 127 are key level. If it breaks that, we're looking at 131, 135, and 139 next. But pre-market right now 5, 15, 30 is downward. So you want to wait until you get a golden cross or a solid jump at open. Once you get a solid jump, just catch it as fast as you can. AMD downward again, 108.18 is just It's just a big level there. It's resisting it. You can see here many times it hit it, pull back. So that's probably gonna be the case for now, unless we break the like 109 and go above 109.13. And for that, we need at least wait. First, we get a 4-hour golden cross. Once that happens, then probably we can break and go to the next level. Boeing. It's just hovering around 205 for now. 4 hour already dead cross. It's still bullish on daily, but weekly is downward. But it's just no clear signal. It's a little bit messy. Was expecting something exciting to happen there because of all these caps, mega caps going up. Maybe Boeing something joins too, but nothing exciting going on there. So just wait for the 208.57 breakout. Breaks that one, then we can have a fly up. SPY pre-market is downward. 5 is golden cross already. It's holding for 1761. 415.93 is a super major level. If we drop at open and have more pullback, 415.93 is the next support. But again, if we jump up, 418.92, and if I mean, doubt we go make a new high today because everything is pointing down. But if it happens, 421 and 423 are next major level to watch. Um, so anyhow, if you see SPX was very weak last few days, and it's not as strong as Tex. Pay attention to the 5 and 15, and in this market you want to watch the breakout. You want to see any name that breaks the previous high. Breaks previous high, then it's gonna run up and go to the next level and next higher level. And if we already added almost like 200 symbols to chartwiser.com. So I cover a few names, maybe maximum 20 names. So if you're interested in other names, you can always join chartwiser.com, and there's a lot of symbols we target there. Um, QQQ was about to get close to 340 yesterday, and in morning it got close 339, 535, but right now it's pulling back 3 points. The moves are getting bigger. You can see here we made 339, now it's 336. It's like 1% lower already from the high, and that's not a good sign. So if we see Microsoft and Google jump up at open, that can help temporarily boost QQQ, but it needs to be a solid continue run. Otherwise, right now 336 is a major level. If we continue going lower, 334, 332, and 330 are the next support levels to watch. Um, as always, 5, 15, 30 golden cross. Next level 340. So SPX right now is under 4200. Then I have the levels on Chartwiser there. I posted yesterday. You can go see there the next levels for SPX there. What else we got there? Snowman, snow. Snow was interesting. Yesterday, when market opened, got a 1 hour golden cross. So what you want to watch is, a lot of names, as I mentioned, 4 hours already dead cross. What you want to watch is any name that gives a 1 hour MACD golden cross. Once that happens, it can have a jump. But once it gives a 4 hour MACD golden cross, then it can have a big solid run up. So, but the snow gave a 1 hour golden cross, but it's still 4 hours downward. So right now coming back down. Next support is 173.19, but if it jumps at open 179 and go higher levels. MDB 4 hours still downward, even though yesterday again same like a snow 1 hour got a golden cross and had a run up. But 4 hours still bearish, and we got a still red bar. This one is just intraday play, but in general very bullish. Clouds are very bullish. ZS was very interesting yesterday too, but right now it's downward 127. If it breaks lower, we're looking at 124 to come. If it breaks 128, we can run up to 120, 131, 133. What else you got here? Let me just check my list. So Lulu is very hot a little bit. Nothing exciting. Yuri. That's pretty much it. Tomorrow is FOMC. Be cautious. Um, we'll see what the Federal Reserve does. AVGO, not sure why it jumped, but it did jump. Right now, pre-market looking. Um, wait a second. This is, yeah. So 9 o'clock AVGO. Actually, keep an eye on this one. AVGO. Let me just, yeah, AVGO, I'm not sure why it's jumping here right now, but right now bid is 700, is already 20 points higher, so I have to get I have to get levels for the next one. But this looks a little bit promising. It's already 20 points higher. Maybe that's why Nvidia is higher. And 15, 30, 1 hour, everything is bullish. So keep an eye on AVGO at open too. Um, what else we got? Urea notch downward. We got now a little bit, now nothing exciting. MA nothing. MDB getting a little bit bearish, but it's still not 30 MACD dead cross. That's pretty much it. Best of luck, and as always, please subscribe to my channel. I need more subscriber, please, and follow if you like to subscribe to my private service I have. And also we have Chartwise there. We have all the levels there you can watch, and all of them always make a decision based on levels. Thank